Welcome to Middle Ground Media, where news is delivered without an agenda. In today's coverage, Segment 1, Alexei Navalny's final farewell. The funeral of Russian opposition figure Alexei Navalny is set amidst a tense atmosphere, with his wife, Yulia Navalnaya, expressing concerns about possible arrests at the event. Navalny's death in an Arctic penal colony has ignited accusations against President Putin, alleging his direct involvement in Navalny's demise. The funeral, to be held in Moscow, brings forth a mix of sorrow and political tension, reflecting Navalny's contentious relationship with the Russian state and his indelible impact on the opposition movement. As the world watches, the event symbolizes not just a personal loss but a pivotal moment for Russia's political descent, questioning the future path of Navalny's supporters and the broader opposition. Segment 2, Ghana's anti-LGBTQ law intensifies crackdown. Ghana's parliament has passed stringent legislation against LGBTQ rights, marking a severe blow to the community's fight for equality in the West African nation. The new law, pending presidential approval, threatens severe penalties for LGBTQ promotion and support, further marginalizing the community and potentially setting a precedent for similar measures in the region. This development highlights the growing tension between traditional and modern values in Ghana, as international human rights organizations watch closely. The law's implications extend beyond the LGBTQ community, challenging Ghana's democratic principles and its commitment to human rights, signaling a critical juncture in the nation's social fabric. Segment 3, Northern Ireland's controversial amnesty law. A UK court has ruled that Northern Ireland's amnesty law for former soldiers breaches human rights standards, stirring a complex debate about justice and reconciliation decades after the Troubles. The law, intended to offer conditional amnesties, has faced widespread opposition, underlining the deep scars left by the conflict and the ongoing struggle for accountability. This ruling not only questions the UK government's approach to addressing its contentious past, but also reflects the broader challenges of balancing peace with justice in post-conflict societies. As Northern Ireland grapples with its legacy, this legal decision marks a significant moment in the pursuit of truth and reconciliation. Segment 4, Biden's executive order on data protection. President Joe Biden is set to issue an executive order aimed at protecting American sensitive data from foreign adversaries, with a particular focus on China. This move underscores the escalating digital Cold War between the US and China, highlighting the strategic importance of data security in national defense. The order targets the commercial trade of personal information, emphasizing the risk posed by data brokers and foreign entities. As digital surveillance becomes a critical frontier in global geopolitics, this executive action signals a robust US stance on safeguarding personal privacy and national security in the face of emerging technological threats. Segment 5, Pope Francis hospitalized with the flu. Pope Francis's recent hospitalization due to the flu has stirred concerns about the 87-year-old pontiff's health. Despite a brief hospital stay, the Vatican's limited comments on his condition have sparked speculation and worry among the faithful worldwide. Francis's health challenges highlight the physical demands of the papacy and the broader implications for the Catholic Church's leadership. As the Vatican navigates this delicate situation, the Pope's well-being remains a focal point for millions, underscoring the enduring significance of his role in spiritual and global affairs. Segment 6, Prince Harry's security detail dispute. A UK judge has ruled that Prince Harry was not unfairly stripped of his UK security detail after relocating to the US, a decision that touches on broader issues of privacy, security, and the royal family's relationship with the public. Harry's legal battle for security protection reflects the unique challenges faced by modern royals, balancing public duties with personal safety in an increasingly invasive media landscape. This ruling not only impacts Harry's future visits to the UK, but also prompts a re-evaluation of how security is provided to royals in a post-working status, setting a precedent for future generations. Segment 7, Australia's bushfire crisis intensifies. Australia faces an escalating bushfire threat as tens of thousands are urged to evacuate, amid an intense heat wave. The crisis in Victoria, experiencing its worst conditions in 4 years, underscores the acute challenges of climate change and disaster management. As firefighters battle the massive blaze near Ballarat, the nation confronts the harsh realities of increasingly frequent and severe wildfires. This environmental emergency highlights the urgent need for comprehensive climate action and adaptation strategies, as communities grapple with the immediate dangers and the long-term implications for Australia's ecosystem and way of life. Segment 8. South Korea's fertility rate crisis. South Korea's fertility rate, the world's lowest, has plummeted further, exacerbating concerns about the country's demographic and economic future. The decline reflects deep-seated societal issues, from career pressures to financial burdens, discouraging childbirth. As the government scrambles to address this trend, the implications for South Korea's aging population and workforce are profound, posing a significant challenge to the nation's growth and sustainability. This demographic crisis calls for innovative policy solutions and a cultural shift toward supporting families, highlighting the complex interplay between social norms, economic policies, and population trends. Segment 9. China expands national security measures. China's recent expansion of its state secrets law to include work secrets marks a significant escalation in its national security measures. This broadening of protections and the ambiguous definition of what constitutes a work secret reflect China's intensifying focus on information control and its implications for privacy, freedom of expression, and international business. As Beijing tightens its grip on data and security, the global community watches closely, concerned about the impact on human rights and the increasingly fraught tensions between China and other world powers in the digital arena. Thank you for tuning into Middle Ground Media. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more unbiased news. Join us again tomorrow for your daily dose of truth and clarity.